S26 Ultra just made it, but how? We got the special news about the S26 Ultra, which is amazing. Samsung's lineup is always at the front when we talk about Android experience, and this time we got a news about the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation, which will be featured in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. More on Exynos 2600 later, but according to the source, GPU independent cache increased from 12 MB to 16 MB. Early setting performance increased by 30%. That's a massive jump from Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is already too powerful compared to the competition. Not only this, second generation self-developed CPU architecture increased by 25%. This is a normal second generation Snapdragon 8 Elite. Samsung will add Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation made for Galaxy, which will even increase the performance on S26 Ultra. Not only performance, it will also be more efficient compared to the previous generation. Now, the source further added support for a newer generation high-speed LPDDR5X or LPDDR6. Not sure about the memory technology, but according to the previous sources, we may expect a 16 GB of RAM option in S26 Ultra, since now even base models have 12 GB of RAM. So if you don't want to wait, S25 Ultra is still a great option with such a discounted pricing, which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. You know, we were worried about the pricing of S26 Ultra, but now, since the other information came in, we are relaxed since Samsung may stick with the same pricing on S26 Ultra. It is not confirmed, but since Samsung is looking around other ways to limit the cost of the product, and I'm talking about the Exynos processor in the S26 lineup. Every year for Galaxy smartphones, we talk about one main thing, the processor of these phones, either Exynos or Snapdragon, and this year is no different. According to the source, the Exynos 2600 is definitely back, and it will be used in the S26. So the chip volume is so limited that it will likely be similar to the Exynos 990 situation. Now, Exynos 990 was used in S20 and Note 20 lineup, but outside of the US, and this source didn't disclose which model would get this processor, but I have an internal source which claims S26 Ultra will going to feature a Snapdragon chipset, but base model S26 and S26 Plus will be featuring Exynos 2600, and even added thing, regions which usually get Snapdragon processors will get Snapdragon even in the base and the Plus models like in the US. Along with such change, Samsung is also bringing the most awaited 16 GB of RAM option next year. Yes, we waited for so long and it is finally here. When we talk about the Samsung phones, there's one thought in our mind: can we see a battery upgrade this year? And is there any chance? I've got a special news about this. Lately, there was a source who claimed Samsung is going to add a bigger battery in S26 Ultra. And now my internal source suggests Samsung is testing out the 5500 mAh battery even before the Galaxy S25 Ultra. But Samsung is thinking of relying on display efficiency on S26 Ultra, which indicates no battery update, since shipping battery over 5000 mAh is a big challenge for Samsung. Now honestly, this is a complete mess. Some prototypes actually have a 5500 mAh battery on S26 Ultra, so Samsung, please don't think about the 5000 mAh battery. This also indicates the battery is not confirmed for the next year flagship phone. So either 5000 or at max 5500 will be featured in S26 Ultra. On this note, if you find value from this video, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.